Welcome back to Not So Civil Engineers. I'm your host, Sam Moriarty.
And I'm Maggie Rodriguez.
This is our Thanksgiving rapid fire mini episode where we're going to share what we're thankful for. We'll answer some funny questions, and we're going to try to keep it short enough so that you can listen while you reheat your mashed potatoes. Thanksgiving this year, I'm actually going to my partner's family home to spend some time with his dad and his sister. This will be my first holiday at a significant other's house. Pretty big, but it'll just
Exciting.
be very low key, very small. But I'm
hmm
looking forward to it. What about
Nice.
you?
That's so exciting. Staying fairly local, going to my aunt's house. We're doing sort of like a potluck Thanksgiving situation. We are frying the turkey, so I'm excited for that.
Oh my God. Please don't burn the house down.
No, we won't.
I'm really, it's not deep fry, right?
It
Or
is
are
deep
you?
fry.
Oh,
Yeah.
good Lord. There's so
We
many like
won't
horror.
burn the house down. We're very careful. We've done it for the past 4 years.
You guys are
We're
basically
pros.
professionals.
Yeah. Let's hop into our questions. Let's get it started. So, Sam, what is something small that you're thankful for this year?
I am thankful for my Apple AirTag. The reason why is that last year I had a really scary weekend where I lost my keys and I had to tell my landlord, and I had to go to literally the oldest locksmith in the United States and get a new key. It was very traumatic. And I ended up finding my old keys, but ever since then, I keep it on lock. Got it right here.
Good.
What about you?
This year, I'm really grateful for infant Tylenol for getting us through some teething situations with my son.
Yeah, the teething, that's got to be tough. I always see the babies with like the basically like ice pops
The
and using that.
teethers.
Yeah, the teethers. Yep.
hmm
What's something that's very adult that you're thankful for?
My remarkable tablet. It's like a tablet that's a notebook. It's the greatest thing I've ever had.
Do
I
you have
wanted
like a
one.
stylus?
Yeah, I wanted one for so long. I was asking my boss if we have a technology budget, and he was like, "Well, what are you looking to get?" And I said, "A remarkable tablet." And he was like, "Oh, I have one of those, and I hate it. So you can have it."
Oh my God, I love
Yeah,
that.
it's the best thing.
Do you use it for any personal purposes?
You basically have different like folders for stuff. So I have like a personal folder that I use to write home to-do lists and notes for the podcast when I think of stuff and things like that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What's your adult thing you're thankful for?
One of them has to be my little Kindle. I feel like as an adult, I don't have a ton of hobbies that aren't super work related. And I joined a book club earlier this year. And I think having my Kindle just makes it so easy to read all the time. It's just very convenient, very small to have. So I
Yeah.
really like that. It's brought reading back into my life. And then my second like adult thing that I'm thankful for my air fryer. I do not have a microwave and I use my air fryer even for toasting bread. Throw it in there. 354 minutes. Perfectly toasted.
We also don't have a microwave, but the hard part is our air fryer isn't big enough since there's four of us. I think we just need either a microwave or a bigger air fryer.
Yeah.
Ours is just a little like classic round one, so the space isn't very easy to like fully utilize either since it's a circle.
Yeah, it's very true.
Who is a coworker you're thankful for?
It's so hard to choose. I have so many amazing coworkers who I love, but I think for this episode, I am going to call out my coworker, Shane. He is someone who used to be my boss. We slowly became really good friends. He is someone that I can really rely on or lean on when I'm having a bad day. He always starts our meetings with jokes. And if I'm like not having a good day, he's like, okay, no more jokes. No more jokes. Like, talk to me. What's going on? And then he also recently like texted because we don't work as much together anymore and said that he missed working together. So just want to give him a shout out. Hey, Shane,
Shout out to Shane.
shout out. What about you? Who's someone you're thankful for?
Oh my gosh, I have this coworker. His name's Casey. He's freaking hilarious. He's also like super smart. He's a safety guy. He knows a lot of stuff, super knowledgeable, but also just like hilarious. Definitely a light during my day because sometimes my days are just kind of serious. And
Mm-hmm.
it's nice to talk to somebody who like has a good sense of humor. Oh, I said serious and Siri tried to respond to me. But it's nice to like joke around a little bit. Something so funny happened the other day, and we were literally both crying, laughing. It was so funny. And like we've become friends outside of work too, so it's nice to have that during a day where like most of the people I talk to are significantly older and like very serious. It's just a nice change of pace.
I'm
Shout out to KC. I don't know if you actually listen to this, but you do know it exists.
Shane absolutely does not listen to this, but as soon as he catches wind that I was talking about him, absolutely he's going to listen.
All right, next question. What's something someone did this year for you that made you grateful?
I actually just presented for the first time at an actual conference for my industry, and I was really, really nervous going into it. I had two of my biggest mentors, Hank and Carol. They have been in the industry for like 40 years, and they were right in the front listening to me, and were also the first people to ask questions after I finished. And as soon as they asked, then I started getting like more questions and feeling more comfortable. It really meant so much to me that they would be there and chose my presentation out of the five other presentations that were going on at the same time to come and support me.
That's really nice.
What about you?
I don't have like a specific thing, but it has to be Juan, my husband. He does everything. I mean, we split the load at the house, but he like drives actually getting things done. He fixes stuff. He does the laundry. He empties and fills the dishwasher. Like he does so much. I wouldn't have a clean towel if it weren't for him. I'll say that much because he gets home from work. He takes the 2 hours he has to himself to do stuff around the house, and then he leaves for his classes. It's pretty insane that he is able to do as much as he does, but I really appreciate it.
That's awesome. I think that's the point of having a life
Hmm.
partner. It doesn't always have to be 50-50, but when they like put that extra effort in making things feel more like an equal partnership, it makes all the difference.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's go into some fun questions. If you could be a Thanksgiving side, what would you be and why?
I'd be that jiggly cranberry sauce from a can because I'm bitter. Just kidding. Because I'm so sweet and jiggly.
Jiggly. I think we had very similar vibes because I was thinking about it. Mashed potatoes, because sometimes they can be a little lumpy. They're also very white and they're very Irish. And I
There you
feel
go.
like that's a little bit of me.
Yeah, that's funny.
My second pick would be carrots, and that is only because I have 20/20 vision.
Oh, I've got glasses. I'm not wearing them though. Not with headphones. They hurt
Mm-mm-mm.
my ears. If you could invite any three people, dead or alive, to the Thanksgiving table, who would they be?
I think the people who are going to understand this are the queer community and the grown up theater kids. So hear me out. Jinx Monsoon, she was on RuPaul's Drag Race. She
Hmm.
was just on Broadway in Oh Mary.
Hmm.
She is a great part of the LGBTQ community. I truly love her like Judy Garland impressions and think she is quite amazing and would be hysterical at a Thanksgiving table. The second, kind of like similar, like funny vibes. Jean Smart, Hacks is my favorite show right now.
I don't know who that
Um,
is. Let me Google.
she was on Frasier. She's been a comedian for a really long time.
So Jean with a J.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I recognize her. I just didn't know her name.
Her show right now, Hacks, literally is my favorite show right now.
Hmm.
She's a famous female comedian, which there aren't a lot of out there. I think we're really thankful to have some in real life, like Amy Poehler, Tina Fey, Melissa McCarthy. We have
You
so
literally just named my three people. God, Sam.
boom
You just are
female
naming
comedians.
names
I'm just
willy nilly.
and then my last one, Brennan Lee
Lee
Mulligan.
Mulligan. You do Dropout?
I love
I
Dropout.
didn't know you watched Dropout.
I've been watching Dimension 20 for years, very low
Mm.
key. I feel like
Fantasy High is what I watched to learn the rules of D&D.
I wish I had more people in my life that would be into D&D.
Do you know that my family does campaigns?
I did not.
Billy runs campaigns for us.
Okay, well, invite me next time.
I don't know that you watch that and that you like D&D. I had no idea.
I know. I'm a sleeper cell.
Well, you didn't know I do it either, so clearly it's
Yeah.
not something we talk about. On Family Vacation, he ran a Twilight themed D&D campaign for us.
Stop.
I got him a shirt that says, Bella, where the hell have you been, Loca? With a picture of Jacob on it and
That's
like a
amazing.
wolf. Yeah, it was good.
So those are the three people I'm bringing to Thanksgiving.
There's an influencer who, in my head, I'm like, I would love to be friends with them. Who is it? 'Cause that'll be one of my new people. There's this influencer I follow named Bonnie Wyrick, and there's another one named Alex Hazen. She seems funny. And then who's a third? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know who the third person is. Someone dead? My dad. I'd love for my dad to be at Thanksgiving. Two influencers and my dead dad. Such a good lineup.
That's like that on the 12th day of Christmas. Da, 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 da.
On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me two influencers and my dead dad.
You would have to make it rhyme. And my dead daddy.
That does not rhyme with influencer.
Moving on.
Done.
Moving on. We're talking about Christmas. We're supposed to be talking about Thanksgiving. The Macy's Day Parade is something that I do enjoy watching on Thanksgiving. No football. I'm watching Parade and the dog show.
Dog show. Yeah.
The thing about the parade, and they have all these different characters, the big balloons. Who do you feel like most represents you? Like, who would you be?
What character?
Yeah.
I would be that f***ed up turkey.
Isn't he like a main character, like the Tom Turkey?
Probably. I think it starts the parade, right?
Yeah, yeah.
With its
That balloon.
freaky
I think
little
that
eyes.
balloon's been around for a long
I don't think it's a balloon.
time.
It's a float, and it's
Oh,
like
the
an
float.
animatronic float. That's me.
One of the balloons that I see every year that's been around for a really long time is that little bird from Charlie Brown. What's he called?
Woodstock.
Woodstock. I relate to Woodstock on many levels. I think he has a lot of emotions, no poker face. And I'm very similar to that. And he just like kind of squawks all the time. I don't shut the up ever. So that's also me. He's very loyal to Snoopy. They're besties forever. It's like us. He also doesn't really know how to fly. And I'm also a very clumsy person.
Don't know how to fly.
And also, yeah. Also cannot fly. And he's like a little mischievous. And I feel like I would like to consider myself as mischievous.
I like that. What is the funniest or wildest thing that's happened to you this year?
I think the wildest thing is that for my partner's birthday, I planned a whole week of events. He had been talking about like getting a massage for like months, and I booked us like a couples massage. The registration process online was a little funky for the couples massage, so I ended up having to like call them and then text them about our reservation. We show up there. They're checking us in. They're like, did you book two massages? I was like, yeah, I booked a couples massage. They're like, no, like we have you here. There's like two massages right now and then another one in 30 minutes. I was like, nope, just this one. So we have our massages. And then after a massage, we go to this like cool down room and there's like music and they bring us tea and there's like little water features. My masseuse comes running in the door and she was like, girl, you would not believe what just happened. I was like, I'm naked under this bathrobe. I'm like, what? What just happened? And she was like, there is another girl here right now whose name is Samantha Moriarty. I'm like, no freaking way. Like, no way did we book at the same spa on the same day, literally 30 minutes apart. And she's like, I have to bring her in. So my masseuse comes back with this young woman and she's like, we're around the same age. She's like pretty tall, brown hair. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I've never met another Sam Moriarty before. She was like, me either. But she lived in Boston. And that was just
so
like
weird.
the wildest, like weirdest thing that I think has happened to me this year.
You know, this was not on my radar for the funniest or wildest thing that's happened to me this year, but within the last calendar year, because it was technically December of last year, we went on a river cruise for Christmas and I got a massage that was just insane. Insanely not relaxing because every moment I didn't know what was going to happen. We were in Germany and they're just like not concerned about nudity there. I don't know why they even put a towel on me because at one point the woman just folded it down under my chest. Every part of me was exposed at some point during the massage. The towel was pointless. She asks me to flip over, and you know how they like hold the towel up while you roll? She holds the towel up. I start rolling. She puts it down, then picks it up and puts it back on me. I was like, what
You just saw my cooter.
What was the point of that? Like she saw everything. She saw all the holes on my body. It was nuts.
It's like one of those traumatic moments where in the moment you're like, what's happening? It's not until you leave that you're fully comprehending what
Yeah,
just happened.
pretty much.
This next question made me queasy. Would you rather have to eat your Thanksgiving with your hands or eat it by sucking it through a straw?
Hands, of course. Obviously. Who
I
wouldn't choose
agree.
hands?
It's
Straw
just
would be
like,
horrible. Like maybe a boba straw where you could actually get like a bite, but other than that, it's not feasible.
I'm sorry. I struggle already with drinking boba and like not having the tapioca balls like hit me in the,
Right in the uvula.
in the uvula and trying not to throw up
That's
after.
part of the
Okay.
experience. Is
Try doing
the
that.
is the
Could you
boba to the
imagine?
uve.
Could you imagine trying to do that with cranberry sauce?
Yeah.
It makes me nauseous. I'm eating with my
Remember, I am
hands.
cranberry sauce.
All jiggly.
Yeah. Where does Thanksgiving rank on your favorite holidays?
It doesn't. It doesn't. I got to be honest.
That's sad.
To be fair, my dad used to work in a restaurant. He knows how to cook food. We'd have Thanksgiving many times in a year growing up, honestly. It wasn't like an opportunity to get special food that I only got once a year. And it's also, I don't know, it's just like one day. And then, like, now I'm an adult and I have to go to work on Friday.
I can't relate. Thanksgiving was my favorite holiday growing up. I don't know that it's my absolute favorite now, but I do love it very much. I think growing up, it was my absolute favorite because we didn't host it at my house. So it wasn't stressful to like have to get the house ready. We would go to my aunt's little house in Milford and everybody would pile in and we would all eat together and there was so much food and it was all so good and we would always have like way too many pies and then we would have pie for breakfast for like a week.
Oh,
And I just loved it so much and it was just so cozy and like homey and everything. This is my first Thanksgiving with my extended family in like 8 years.
I love that. I'm excited for you. Would you say that reflecting back on your aunt's house, is that also your favorite Thanksgiving memory?
Probably. It's not like a distinct memory. We did that every year. Like, I don't have a lot of specific memories of Thanksgiving things, but I have kind of the vague memories of going to her house and eating dinner and eating way too much pie, and then going to the living room and playing games with my siblings and things like that. And it was just really fun.
There's two memories for Thanksgiving that stick out to me. The first was last year. I spent Thanksgiving with my best friend, Abigail, and her family, and her parents and her brother have become like a second family to me. I think I've really struggled with leaning into and being in the holiday spirit since my parents separated and divorced a couple years ago. Holidays have just been really tough for me to like kind of handle. And I still don't feel like I'm fully in the holiday spirit. Like I said, I'm looking forward to creating some new traditions. I remember last year we just played a bunch of games like after dinner and it was just so fun and her parents are just so lovely. Her mom called me the other night and asked me what I was doing for Thanksgiving and she was like, "Well, you're always welcome up here. We have a room for you." I'm very thankful for them for taking me in and making me feel joyful in a otherwise not great situation for me personally. And then the other memory, I was probably like 10 or 11. My little brother Brendan and we were in our family minivan. We had just done Thanksgiving at my house with my mom's side of the family. We're going to my aunt's house to celebrate with my dad's side of the family. We're in the minivan, and Brendan is being so annoying. And I think he had too much like pie or whatever, too much sugar. And he kept kicking the back of my seat. And I was like, "Brendan, stop kicking the back of my seat. Stop kicking my seat." And I was like, "If you don't stop, I'm going to punch you." And my parents were like, "Please, Sam, don't punch your brother." He kept kicking the back of my seat. So what did we do? So we had a really messed up minivan. So you would have to crawl in through the front passenger seat, like put it down and crawl over, or go through the trunk. Well, I was in this first row and Brendan was in the back row. So he had to get out of the trunk. I quickly scurried out the front of the van. My mom opened the trunk, got my little sisters out. Brendan was coming out and I literally punched him in the face.
What a joyous memory.
told him. But it lives rent free in my cousin's head. He thinks about it all the time. Every Thanksgiving, he's like, Sam, remember when you punched Brennan in the face? Brendan and I both had to sit in the car for like 45 minutes to calm down before we
Mm-hmm.
went into my aunt's house. But yeah,
Oh, that's too good.
that was before he got bigger than me. After that, I was
Yeah.
not messing around with
Yeah.
that.
I feel like that's going to happen with my kids one day.
Yeah, it will. And you
Yeah.
just got to roll with it.
Yeah. All right. Well, Sam, it's been fun. I think it's going to be a great Thanksgiving, and we hope you all have a great Thanksgiving and enjoy time with your families or with your friends or whoever you're spending the holiday with. We hope that you get to reflect on the things that you're grateful for this year and decide whether you would eat Thanksgiving dinner with your hands or through a straw. So we'll see you all next time,
And remember, keep it civil.
at least a little.
Mm-mm-mm. Bye. Gobble, gobble,
Bye.
gobble, gobble.